Empowering those around you to be heard and valued makes the difference between a leader who simply instructs and one who inspires. A very pleasant morning to one and all present here. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the Investiture ceremony. Leadership is about making others better as a result of your presence and making sure that your impact lasts in your absence. I feel extremely privileged to welcome the venerable members of the management committee, our president, Sir Dhawan, our manager, Sir Soni, Revered Madam Principal. Let's begin the propitious day with the traditional and authentic lamp lighting ceremony as a tribute to God-given wisdom and knowledge. I will now request the management and Madam Principal to kindly light the adorned lamp.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
No one can whistle a symphony. It takes a whole orchestra to play it. Our esteemed institution bestows upon the students the ability to be the future leaders of the world. The investiture ceremony is a platform to showcase the leadership skills and abilities of the students. The council prepares to don the mantle of leadership and discharge the responsibilities entrusted upon them by the school. A true leader works for a cause in the spirit of selfless service and not for applause. Let's aim for the spirit of unity and collaboration in the school for greater dynamism and effectiveness. Investiture ceremony is not just about providing titles, but about conferring responsibilities to the students to take charge of the school and take it to the height they desire with their leadership and decision-making skills and teamwork. Now, I would like to call upon the House Captains to read out the House reports of the session 2021-22. I would like to call upon Devan Shukla, the House Captain of Tulsi House.
Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is a progress. And working together is a success. Good morning to one and all present here. Respected Principal Ma'am, members of the management, teachers, and my dear friends. Tulsi House, as the name suggests, is an epitome of sincerity and integrity. I would like to express my gratitude towards all who have given me the honor to serve for the prestigious post of House Captain. It wouldn't be wrong to say that session 2021-22 was a roller coaster ride, full of many highs and lows for Tulsi House. But as the saying goes, life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Filled with immense enthusiasm, Tulsi House started its journey for session 2021-22. The plunge was taken with International Yoga Day competition, where Aman Agarwal and Shobhik Mukherjee of class 12 bagged the second and third positions respectively. Moving forward to English elocution, our orator Vaibhavi Rajpal of class 8 secured the second position. In English Peloton, Harshita Kataria of 7B and Shivansh Omar of 10D both secured the first position, while Adrika Singh 9D and Devan Shukla 11E secured the second and third positions respectively. Students of Tulsi House prospered well with groundbreaking results in Hindi competitions. In Hindi elocution, Navya Gupta 7D and Mridul Avasti of 12D secured the first and third positions respectively. Aryan of class 11B bagged the second position in Hindi debate. Continuing ahead, students of class 9th and 10th made the house proud by securing the first position in GK quiz. The students blossomed in the science wizard by bagging the overall first position from classes 9 and 10. In the maths wizard, students of class 10 and class 11 commerce section took the lead by securing the second position overall. Although we face setbacks in some fields, we continue to rise and shine. A mixture of successes and failures made it indeed an year to remember. We were overwhelmed after we secured the first runners-up position in the previous session. However, we will learn from our failures and will try our best to add more feathers to our hat. With this, I would once again like to place my gratitude to Madam Principal, our Senior House in Charge Mrs. Akansha Agnihotri Ma'am, Junior House in Charge Mrs. Pooja Tiwari Ma'am for their genuine support. May we all contribute to our houses to the best of our capacity and capabilities. As we commence our journey for session 2022-23, other houses must fasten their seatbelts because we, the students of Tulsi House, don't wish for our dreams to happen, we make them happen. The true journey has just begun. All we are handed are just the keys. Thank you.
Thank you, Devansh. Next, I would like to call upon Riya Srivastava, the house captain of Meera House.
Yellow, the color of happiness, the color of sun. The sun, which is considered a metaphor to hope in many poems and articles. Serene and graceful, what a majestic color, isn't it? Extending humble greetings to honorable members of management committee, esteemed Madam Principal, teachers, and my dear mates. I, Riya Srivastava, the captain of Meera House for the academic session 2022-23, feel highly honored to present you the report of the previous session. The year began with a few competitions that were held in the online mode. Creative writing, English elocution, art, and solo singing competitions were amongst them. Many of them excelled in these, and Kavyananda of former 10A won in English and Hindi creative writing and the art competitions. We also had Riya Srivastava of former 11B, speaking in Hindi creative writing and English elocution. The wordsmith of the house? Probably. Our singing sensations include Shashank Kumar, Shambhavi Dubey, and Rishit Karthyayan, all of last year grade 8, occupying the victory stand. We also have Shambhavi Nigam and Tanak Saxena from the senior category, and gladly they are here too. Moving on to the offline competitions, our debaters from grades 10th and 11th outdid most of the participants and made their way amongst the position holders. Shambhavi Nigam yet again secured the first position, followed by Anamya Chaturvedi at the second. From the senior category, Pratik Gupta grabbed the second position and outshone his companion participants. We didn't stop here. Our wizards and skeleton stars and GK quizzers showed their prowess too. I would like to announce the senior GK quiz team. The then 9th and 10th graders, Aditya Srivastava 9A, Kushagra Singh 9C, Anamya Chaturvedi 10C, and Palak Maurya 10D got us the third position in the inter-house GK quiz. We also have our consistent Spelson stars, Nehal Tripathi 10C, Angela Dixit, Riya Srivastava, and Ayush Singh, all from 11B, who showcased their impeccable performance. Our maths and science wizards from senior group included Samarth Agarwal 9A, R.N. Singh 12B, Aditya Nigam, Ayush Singh and Angela Dixit again from 12B. Although we didn't have many sports competitions last year, but we do have some sports enthusiasts from the house. Khushi Mehrotriya 10A, Pratik Gupta 11B, Kartikeya Yadav 12C and Kirti Kalra 12E, the former sports captain. I want to extend my gratitude first of all to our Madam Principal for her motivating words. Extremely thankful to the last year's Prefectorial Board of Meera House who made Meera to the top of the victory stand once again and as the House of the Year. Ayushi Mishra 9A, Piyush Alani 9E, Vidima Singh 11A and Pratik Gupta 11B and the team led by the captain Satakshi Mishra of 12E. Privileged to have been the vice captain. My thanks to our house in charges Bhumika Srivastav ma'am and Palak Srivastav ma'am who left no opportunity to boost us to work harder and improve in every sphere. Special thanks to the house teachers who contributed their part to get the house and their students on beat. And at last, I would like to acknowledge the efforts of all the students who contributed to the success of Meera House. And finally, I will only say that the year has just begun. So, to all the houses, all the best and gear up because we Merians refuse to give up easily on anything. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Ria. Now I call upon Yuvraj Vajpayee, the house captain of Soor House.
The height by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight. They, while their companions slept, were toiling in the night. Ignited with zeal to give the best in every venture, Soor House set foot on the session. An exuberant morning to all. I, Yuvraj Vajpayee, the captain of Soor House for the academic session 2022-23, present you the House report. The potpourri of various inter-house competitions, curricular activities, sport events and academics were galore. The ball was set rolling with the International Yoga Day competition. Pragya Gupta of 7E, Suryansh Mishra of 8A and Devganshi Saxena of 8A bagged first position in the juniors category. Suryansh Yadav of 7C and Bhavni Mishra of 7A stood second and third respectively. Our senior students Satvik Srivastav, Ridhima Vajpayee and Ashutosh Pandey, all from 9D, Nupur Nankani and Swarma Singh from 12D brought the house laurels too. The next challenges were the literary events and our students proved their proficiency again. Students of Standard 6 won the first position in the English Spellathon. Students from classes 8 and 9 bagged the second position overall. From class 9, Bhavya Vajpayee and from class 11, Vidushi Vajpayee both bagged the first positions in their respective classes. In the English elocution, our student Anushka Sagar of 8th secured the first position. However, we were not fortunate in the sports arena. The score faced a decline as our students could not get satisfying results in the house sport events. Soor House students embarked upon the next series of Hindi literary events with regenerated spirits. Here again, our students shine. In Hindi elocution, Atharv Dubey of 8C and Pranav Veer Singh of 8B bagged the first positions. In the Hindi debate, Swarnim Srivastava of class 10 and Harleen Kaur of class 9 secured second and third positions respectively. Vidushi Vajpayee of class 11 bagged the first position, followed by Yuvraj Vajpayee of class 11 at the third in the senior debate. Against all odds, we secured first place in the Maths Wizard from class 11 Commerce section. In Science Wizard, Yuvraj Vajpayee of class 11 bagged the second position. At the end of the session, our junior students made us proud by bagging the first position in the Inter-House GK quiz. Besides these competitions, we also had to face the bitterness of failure which has taught us lessons worth remembering. Although the final house results were full of ordeals, yet we are not discouraged because every wrong attempt discarded is a next step forward. On a concluding note, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our respected Principal Ma'am and Headmistress Ma'am. I would also extend my sincere thanks to our Senior House Mistress Kirti Ma'am and Junior House Mistress Dharmeet Ma'am, whose unflinching support gave us the much needed motivation and support at all times. I also thank the former house captain, former vice captain, and former prefects who put in relentless efforts for the success of our house. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Yuvraj. Last but not the least, we have Shushma Shriyasthana, the house captain of Kabir House.
The enthusiastic participation, competitive spirit, and sense of belonging define what the Kabir House stands for. Together, we have seen ups and downs, but we have learned to take everything in our stride and keep moving forward. When our limitless enthusiasm is coupled with the talent present in each and every member of our house, we are a force that is impossible to ignore. Good morning to one and all present here. I, Sushma Shri, the captain of Kabir House, am here to present the house report of the previous session. The recent pandemic was an unprecedented experience that changed our perspective towards life and learning. Keeping in tune with the pandemic scenario, the session 2021-22 was seen as a lesson in adaptation. Different co-curricular and extracurricular activities were organized both virtually as well as physically. On virtual platform, our students performed very well. In yoga competition, we bagged first position in senior boys as well as junior boys category because of the efforts made by Janvi Singh of class 11C and Sharon Mishra of 7th E. Our orators showcased their talent in Hindi elocutions. Harshika Chaturvedi of 12D stood first. Vaibhav Katiyar of 12E and Renali of 11D bagged third position. Kabir House is proud of its science and maths wizards of class 9th and 10th category for securing overall first position in both the events. In offline competitions, Shushma Shriyasthana of class 11B bagged third position in Hindi debate for senior students category. In English Peloton, Kabir House students' staggering performance showed collective strive for glory and secured first and third positions. Our quiz wizards Pratyaksh Trivedi, Sahitya Bajpai, Ipshita Srivastav and Arnab Mishra secured second position in GK quiz class 9-10 category. Unfortunately, we couldn't perform well in some competitions such as Inter-House Hindi debate, junior category and GK quiz junior category. We ended up being the second runners-up this year, but we have not lost hope. Our unflinching dedication dictates our spirit. As quoted by Napoleon Hill, victory is always possible for the person who refuses to stop fighting. I would like to thank each and every member of Kabir House for their extraordinary enthusiasm and unparalleled energy. We are highly indebted to our school management and our principal for reposing faith in us. With all due respect, we thank our house mistress Ma'am Kiranjit Kaur and junior house mistress Ma'am Sonika Chadha for putting their remarkable efforts in us, and also pay our heartfelt gratitude to other teachers for their support and motivation throughout the year. Our dreams had to be bigger, our ambitions higher, our commitment deeper, and our efforts greater. Thank you.
Thank you, Sushma. Now, I will invite our house coordinator, Himanshu Shastri sir, to take over.
Good morning to one and all present here. As it is indeed rightly said, appreciation is the highest form of praise, for it acknowledges the presence of good, wherever you shine the light of your thankful thoughts. Now, we are going to begin the long-awaited investiture ceremony, and for that, I would like to invite our worthy principal ma'am and respected Dhawan sir to pin up the badges, so as to instill in the newly elected school prefects has a sense of duty and pride. We have 4 houses in a sequence: Tulsi, Meera, Soon and Kabir. Let's begin with the introduction of the prefectorial board of Tulsi House. We have our first prefect, Gauri Vishnoi, from class 9B. She is an eloquent speaker, an excellent writer, and also good academically. The next in line is Aradhana Srivastav from 9C. Aradhana is very hardworking and sincere. With these qualities, she wants to ignite the spirit of sportsmanship among the students of Tulsi House. Following up, we have a smart working person, Shivansh Oma from 11A. Shivansh aims to use his zeal to help his house go places. A talented and proficient student of electricity, Samriddhi Srivastav. She inspires everyone to be diligent and efficient. Now, we have the vice captain of Vansh Vakila from 11B. Academically excellent Vansh has a rare quality of self-discipline and responsibility. As a vice captain, he aims to utilize his strengths effectively for the house. The captain of the house, Devan Shukla from 20, is responsible and committed student and wants to lead the house to great heights with his high spirits. Following is the Veera House, and we have our first president, Anjali Bhatia, a hardworking and optimistic girl of 9B. Coming up next, we have an outspoken and bold Rudrakshi Sharma from 9E. Nehal Tripathi, an impactful speaker and consistent experimental staff from 11. Last but not the least, Shiv Tiwari, a humble, compassionate, and responsible student from 11B. And now, here we have the Vice Captain of Veera House, Anamya Chaturvedi of 11C. An all-rounder, good in academics and co-curricular activities, has won accolades in inter-school KSS competitions too. We have the Veera House Captain, an excellent speaker, prompt writer, natural leader, and cordial in behavior. Riya Srivastav from 12B has also won in inter-school KSS competitions. We hope you will lead the house all the way to the peak once again. Thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to request respected Soni sir to kindly come on the stage and do the honors. I would request our headmistress, ma'am, Ms. Pooja Makkar, to kindly accompany. The next house is Sur House, and the first prefect of Sur House is Swarnim Srivastav of 11C. She is a great debater who has won in inter-school debates too. Coming up next is Adiba Fatima of 9A. She is excellent in academics and a good speaker too. She is really dedicated towards her goals and has a great spirit of sportsmanship. Shuk Mishra, a good listener and an obedient child from 90. He really likes to know new things and is extremely responsible. Coming up next is Atul Dubey of 9C. He has excellent general awareness and has won the title of GK champ many times. Here we have the vice captain of Schoolhouse, Ishita Sharma of 11C. She is an efficient public speaker, a confident and enthusiastic person. She has the capability of handling things well and is dedicated and ambitious. Now we have the Schoolhouse captain, Yuvraj Bajpayee of 12B. He is an all-rounder, a fantastic mathlete. He has his excellence in almost every field. He is a good debater, versatile, accountable, as well as a tech-savvy person. Following up next is Kabir House. Both prefects of the team are the strong pillars of support and strength. The first one is an industrious and insightful girl from 11A. Ipshita Srivastav is a good writer and eloquent orator. Coming up next, Tanu Bhatia of 11B is not only a very talented sports person but also highly creative. Brilliant and graceful Baljeet Kaur of 9A is a calm and composed girl who is all set to take up this responsibility. Hugh Rajpal of 9 is very enthusiastic and agile member of the team and the only boy to participate in the inter-house English elocution competition. Vice Captain of Kabir House, Pratyaksh Trivedi from 11B, is a perky and peaceful child, an all-rounder and truly dedicated towards his duties. top of the ladder is the house captain. Sincere and spirited Sushma Shriyastha from 20, who aspires to be a positive role model of her team. Now, I would request all the esteemed guests to kindly do the honors for the highest post of the prefectorial board. Palak Maurya from 11A now steps as the newly elected sports vice captain. She is a passionate sports person. She possesses rock solid determination to excel in every walk of life. Following the trip is the new sports captain, Uday Dikshit of 12B. He is a committed sportsman and has made valuable contributions in various sports events. Stepping forward now is Vidushi Bajpayee of 12A, the newly elected school captain. She has been accorded this responsibility for the promise that she has shown in academics as well as extracurricular activities. She is a talented orator, writer, singer, and dancer. She has won many accolades in school and inter-school competitions over the years. Thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am, for doing the honors. All the captains may now take their positions in front of the stage. All the office bearers to get ready for the oath. I solemnly pledge to carry out my responsibilities to the best of my ability. I will uphold the values of honesty and integrity and do everything possible to bring glory to my alma mater. I promise to devote myself selflessly and discharge my duties justly, fairly, and impartially. My wishes and blessings to all the new office bearers. We hope that you are all able to come up to everyone's high expectations. Thank you. I will now request Ashwarya ma'am to finally take over.
Thank you, sir. My heartfelt congratulations to the newly elected Prefectorial Board and my good wishes to all of them. Now we have our school captain, Vidushi Bajpayee, to say a few words. My humble greetings to one and all. 15 years down the memory lane, I was a shy little kid. Petrified to recite the alphabets, my mother had made me cram for the first test. It was a new place, with new faces and nothing around me looked familiar. But here I am, Vidushi Bajpayee, standing amongst my teachers and friends in a place that now feels like home. The journey has been like a mural, painted in this alfresco ground with each color adding a bright hue to my personality. It is not just my honor, but undoubtedly the biggest privilege endowed upon me by Principal Ma'am and the teachers. I realize that being the school captain is a job full of insightful challenges and character-building tasks. I can recall Sadhguru once saying that every privilege comes with a responsibility, and without responsibility, you will surely lose the privilege. I will try to imbibe this teaching not just in myself, but my peers too, because I believe that a good leader inspires others to find the leader in themselves. I hope to encourage my schoolmates to imbibe important values and become the best version of themselves by being disciplined, punctual, polite, and most importantly, ambitious. The qualities that have assisted me in becoming the school captain will be enriched during this beautiful journey, and I assure you to accept and mend wherever I falter. My endless gratitude to all those who believed in me. I'm excited to take my peers, my batch, and the school to excel. My ideas are aligned with what the school believes in. Vidya Dhanam Sarva Dhanam Pradhan. Looking forward to an enriching journey ahead. Thank you. That was well said by Vidushi, and our school captain is truly the embodiment of a good leader. We wish you all the best. Now, I would like to call upon Madam Principal, the navigator of this flagship of knowledge, to address us.
Hearty greetings to everyone on this very, very auspicious occasion of the investiture ceremony. Honorable President Sir Pavan, Honorable Sir Manager, Mr. Soni, thank you very much for your kind presence today. My dear teachers and my beloved students, it's a very, very proud moment for all of us, right? It's really very, very fulfilling to see our students decorated with such titles. And it is also very fulfilling for us to have nurtured these students to become leaders today in the schools and maybe the leaders outside in the world tomorrow. A truly great leader is not the one who does the greatest of things himself, but a great leader is one who inspires and supports the others to do the greatest of things. Children, you have to become such leaders. You have to inspire others, you have to instill confidence in them so that they become confident about their own abilities and are able to perform to their best ability. Now, you have to really prepare yourself to become such an inspiring leader. Now, what goes into becoming such a leader and what kind of preparation do you really need to undertake? Number one, you need to become self-aware. Know yourself, know your own capabilities, know your own talent, know your own weaknesses as well, right? So that when you start taking action, your weaknesses don't overpower your talents. What you are good at should outshine and not your weaknesses, which should be allowed to come to the fore. Next is self-introspection. You need to ponder over your actions. How good are my actions? You have to be very observant. You have to see how well you are able to do. You have to see the results of your actions and see where you are going wrong, right? And then self-regulations. Make the corrections so that the outcome is the best possible, right? So remember this, you have to be self-aware, you have to do a lot of self-introspection, and you have to do a lot of self-regulation to become a truly great leader of your team. Then you have to remember that you are all science of Sri Sanatana Dharma Education Center, which means that you have to evolve spiritually as well, right? And this spirituality really demands a lot of compassion in you, it demands a lot of humility in you, and it demands of you to be inclined towards social good now and always in life. One such exemplary leader who was always inclined towards social good was, of course, Mahatma Gandhi. That he believed that he had to live for the others. He was not egoistic at all. He believed in selfless service, and that was the reason that he was able to do so much for the society. He did not even accept any position when our country became independent. Right? And there are so many anecdotes from his life to inspire us to cite one, and many of you must be knowing about that, that when a lady brought her son to him to counsel him to give up eating a lot of sugar. He used to eat a lot of gur, and the lady told Mahatma Gandhi, please take care of my child. He takes a lot, consumes a lot of gur, which is not good for his health. So can you please give him some advice? Gandhiji asked her to bring the child 2 days later. And why so? When the lady came the next time, he advised the child, okay, that no child, this is not good for you, you should not take it. And why did he call the lady 2 days later? Because he wanted to practice it himself also. First, he practiced it. Whether I can give up eating sugar myself, can I give up eating good myself? Right? If I am able to do it, then only I will be able to advise the child to do so. So as a leader, you have to practice what you preach to others. Right? So children, please remember that. Whatever you are advising others, are you able to follow that or not? Right? What you preach should not be hollow teaching. You have to really walk your talk at all times. And if you don't really go very far, we have our own leader sitting here, our President Sir Dhawan, who is a very, very inspiring leader for us, devoted to our institution with such a compassionate heart. He is a business leader, and he has become a business leader for his eye for perfection, for his very, very keen observation that I have always seen him whenever he is present here in the institution. He has been able to give such good advice to us because of this quality of his. You can understand what you need to do. You have to be a very, very keen observer at all times. Only when you observe, you would know where the fault lies. So, a true manager, a good leader is not only the one who's always thinking of doing better things, but he also committed and he also tries to see where we can go wrong, right? So, it's really a great inspiration to us. Our manager, Sir Soni, who is such a visionary, with such a positive attitude, never accepts no. He has taken up challenges always, and come what may, he has tried to take up such huge projects, right? Thinking that if at all our motives are sincere, we will be able to overcome any challenge, and we have always done it. So big applause for our gurus who are playing here with us, such compassionate and truly spiritual people. And as students of this institution, as leaders of this institution, it should be our aim to imbibe this spirituality, this spirit of compassion and spirit of giving to others, right? Then only you will be able to justify your presence here in this institution and all that you are studying here, right? So my very, very best to the new team members, and one more thing is there that I wanted to tell this new team, that now as leaders try to make small aims, right? You should have some aims in your mind. You can start with the smallest of things, say the uniform of just one class, or the punctuality of one section, okay, or the discipline of a few students, right? So first commit yourselves to small aims. Try to fulfill those small aims and then take up bigger ones. This will build a lot of confidence in you and will also give you a lot of experience to take up bigger projects, okay? And I was just talking to Soni sir. We are very confident about our school captain, Virushi Bajpayee, who's made a beautiful speech also today. And we want her, in consultation with the entire team, to give us some proposal for the betterment of the institution. If you think that there are things that could be done to make our institution even better. We have been here for more than 22 years now, okay? And we have reached a certain level of excellence which has to be maintained, and this level of excellence has to be now taken higher, right? So now you who are young, right, and you who have more ideas, new ideas, different ideas which can actually work for our institution. We want you all to make proposals which the management will work upon and try to implement in the system, right, so that we are able to achieve greater heights. 2015 and 2019 batches. Although I should not be partial, but then those two batches were some of the best batches of students we've had so far, the best of leaders that we've had so far. And I see a lot of promise in this 2022-23 batch as well, right? So I hope you will come up to our expectations and stand out as the best batch of SSDEC. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Your words were really nice and inspiring for all of us. Now I would like to call upon our manager, sir, to address the gathering and enlighten us with his invitation. It's time now to get introduced to the new house mentors. I will request Ms. Harpreet Kaur, the new house mistress of Tulsi House, to step on the stage, take position with her proud team members. Also, I request Ms. Pooja Tiwari, junior house mistress of Tulsi House, who has shouldered the responsibility for many years. So please step onto the stage. Now I request Ms. Bhumika Srivastava, the house mistress of Meera House. This is her second year as the house mistress. And Ms. Jyoti Dikshit, the junior house mistress of Meera House, to please come onto the stage. This is Ms. Jyoti Dikshit's first year as a junior house mistress. We wish her the very best. Moving on to Sur House, I call upon the stage Ms. Kriti Sharma, the house mistress of Sur House, who has successfully led the house for 3 years. Ms. Ankita Mishra, the junior house mistress, who is also going to lead her house for the first time. Best wishes to Team Sur. Now, I request Ms. Arvinder Kaur, the new house mistress of Kabir House, to take a position as the head, and Ms. Sonika Chadha, who is a veteran in the fields, the junior house mistress of Kabir House, onto the stage. I request our sports coordinator, Chandra Prabha ma'am, to step onto the stage, who has been heading the sports department over the years and has led the school to many victories. Now I request the house coordinator, Himanshu Shastri sir, who dons the mantle for the first time after Suparna ma'am, to please come onto the stage. We wish him all the success. And now I request our headmistress, Pooja ma'am, to join the prefectorial board, who has always given her best support in grooming the talents of students and help them win accolades. Let's give them a big round of applause. Our best wishes once again. I, on behalf of the entire student fraternity, extend a hearty gratitude to the esteemed members of the management committee for their benign presence. It is your encouragement which has always motivated us to put our best foot forward. I wish to express my gratitude to Madam Principal, our sports mentors, Ritesh sir, and all other teachers for their enormous cooperation in the smooth conduct of this event. This is not a culmination, but an auspicious beginning of our budding leaders. With these words, I close the ceremony. I request everyone to kindly stand for the national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा सब शुभ नामे जागे सब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे सब जय गाथा जय मंगल गायक जय हे भारत